I'm Chuggers. Have you ever picked up a pre-workout and wondered what's actually in this stuff? And what does it actually do? Or maybe you've heard myths like, does taurine make you sleepy? Or does caffeine ruin your creatine gains? Today we're going to dive deep into the top 11 pre-workout ingredients on the market. I'm going to explain what they do, their pros, their cons, the best doses, and crushing some common misconceptions that might be messing with your gains. Plus, we've got a killer chart to go through as well. You know I love charts. So let's get energized and break it down. Come along for the ride. So here's a quick look at some of the pre-workouts that maybe you've seen before. You ever seen this tub? Or this tub? Or these tubs? And my personal favorite, these tubs. The old mesomorphed and jacked. Pre-workouts are like power-ups for your gym session. But there's a lot of confusion about what's in them. Are they all safe? Do they work together? What about the weird rumors? We're going to cover the science in simple terms, debunk the myths, and give you the right dose for the maximum results. So what do we start with? My personal favorite, beta-alanine. This ingredient helps you push through all of your tough workouts. When you are lifting, sprinting, your muscles make acid that cause this burning feeling. Beta-alanine creates carnosine. It's like a sponge that soaks up the acid, so you can keep going longer. Perfect for heavy lifting or high interval training. Some pros of beta-alanine are more reps and greater stamina. Some cons can cause some harmless tingling sensation, like pins and needles, and some can get upset stomachs at high doses. The irony of the con of beta-alanine, which was causing harmless tingling sensations, that's what I want to happen. That's what makes me know it's working. I love that feeling, man. I don't know about you guys, but I yoked down my pre-workout and I add some extra beta-alanine in, like a little sprinkle of pixie dust. If my face isn't crawling with ants, then I'm not going to have a good session. It's just, I want to feel those tingles. I don't know. I think that's a pro in my opinion. So kind of funny that people think the cons are this little irritant. I like the irritant. The best dose of beta-alanine is 2 to 5 grams daily, which allows you to build up your carnosine. Some common myths which we're about to bust. Some think that beta-alanine lowers muscle taurine levels. The taurine stored in your muscles that keep them hydrated. The truth, at typical doses, this isn't a problem, though they might compete a tiny little bit, but it really is negligible for most of us. Next up, we have caffeine, the ultimate energy kick. It's like your morning coffee on steroids, waking your brain up and boosting your adrenaline to make you feel unstoppable. Pros: sharpens focus, speeds up reactions, caught a fly, and boosts strength. Cons: over 300 milligrams can cause some jitters. A racing heart, or if taken late, which I may have done recently, causes insomnia. Also, high doses like beta-alanine might upset your stomach. Most things in the world can upset your stomach. We get it. Irony again, the con, jitters. Kind of like the ants of beta-alanine. Give me more of it. All day long, give me more. I don't care. The best dose, 100 to 400 milligrams, but start with 100 to 150 and see how your tolerances are towards it, especially if you're new to the gym or new to caffeine in general. The myth to bust. You might have heard that caffeine cancels out your creatine strength benefits. Old studies suggest that caffeine's mild dehydration or muscle relaxation effects could interfere with the creatine. But new research shows that is not the case. It is not a big deal, not at normal doses, especially if you just stay hydrated, and then you're good to go. Moving on to taurine. This is your muscles hydration hero. Keeps them full of water. It fights fatigue and cleans up harmful free radicals. What's a radical? Think of them as workout rust, which makes you sore. Taurine reduces this oxidative stress, which allows you to recover faster and feel less beat up. But it also keeps the muscle taurine levels up, which means less cramping and better endurance. Some pros: boosts stamina, reduces soreness, can calm caffeine jitters. Why would you want that? Cons: it's rare, but at crazy high doses, like way more than what's in a standard pre-workout, guess what? Might cause some stomach issues. Yes, and low blood pressure. It's a little bit more serious. Passing out while lifting and stuff. Not good. Best dose, 1 to 3 grams per serve. Myth to bust. Some say that taurine makes you drowsy or tired. No, but it might calm caffeine's overstimulation. But it won't make you sleepy, especially during a workout. It's all about keeping your muscles working smoothly. Now we have L-citrulline. L-citrulline is all about those Instagram-worthy muscle pumps. It boosts nitric oxide, which opens your blood vessels like a highway, sending more oxygen and nutrients to your muscle. Pros: better endurance. Epic pumps: faster recovery. Cons: over 10 milligrams might cause bloating and nausea. Rarely, like taurine, can lower blood pressure. Best dose: 6 to 8 grams. Now, the myth. Is there any to bust with this? Some do think that L-citrulline is not as good as L-arginine. Citrulline is actually better for the pumps and boosting blood flow. Yes, please. Number 5, L-carnitine. L-carnitine is like a taxi for fat, moving it into your cells to burn for energy. It also fights free radicals to reduce muscle soreness from oxidative stress, similar to taurine in that way. Some pros: may help burn fat and speed up recovery time. Cons: high doses over 3 grams can cause nausea. Weirdly, you sometimes rarely get a fishy body odor. Best dose: 1 to 3 grams. Myth to bust. Some think that L-carnitine is an instant fat burner. It's not. Its benefits build over time with consistent use. Number 6, creatine monohydrate, the people's favorite. Creatine monohydrate is your strength hero. It boosts phosphocreatine, a fast-charging battery in your muscles that makes ATP, your muscles' fuel. It makes you lift heavier, sprint harder for a few extra seconds and or reps. Pros: more strength, more power, more muscle growth over time. Oh yeah. Cons: can cause water retention, so you might gain a bit of weight or feel slightly bloated. And guess what? High doses can upset the stomach. Now, with the cons, causes water retention. That's good recovery for your muscles. You might gain a bit of weight, depending. More muscle, more size, more weight, means more strength. See what I'm saying, man? So potentially some of the cons could be seen as pros as well, depending on who you are, what your goals are, etc. Best dose: this is controversial. Some say 3 to 5 grams daily, not just on workout days. However, latest study that I've seen is you calculate your pounds and body weight. For example, I am 130 something kilos, so that's 2.25 times that amount, which is about 292 something pounds. Times that by 0.045 to get my daily dose, which takes my daily dose to 13.1 grams of creatine needed per day, not just the 5. So finally something is being dosed based on weight. Almost like we should do that with all drugs. So I found that very cool, and there's one for you. Take it home, take it on board. Some myths to bust. The big one that we talked about at the start of the video. Does caffeine wreck your creatine gains? Not true. Any interference is tiny if you drink enough water. Also, some think that creatine harms the kidneys. False. Studies show that it is safe for healthy people at these doses. Moving on, we're up to number 7. Branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs. These are like shields for your muscles, reducing breakdown and soreness during tough workouts. Pro: less fatigue, less soreness, great for fasted training. Cons: high doses over 20 milligrams can cause nausea. These also aren't super useful if you eat enough protein. Best dose: 5 to 10 milligrams per serve. Myth to bust: some think BCAAs are a must for everyone. But if you are eating protein-rich meals, you might not need them in your pre-workout. Number 8, L-arginine boosts blood flow by making nitric oxide. It's like citrulline, but apparently the less effective cousin. Pros: improves pumps and blood flow. Yeah, buddy! Cons: over 6 grams can often cause, guess what? You named it. Also can lower blood pressure. And another weird fact, if taken too much of L-arginine and you have dormant lying herpes, it can trigger them and trigger outbreaks. Again, like cold sores and stuff like that. Best dose: 3 to 6 milligrams per serve. Myth to bust. Some think this is better than L-citrulline for pumps. Not true. Citrulline is just absorbed better and works more efficiently. However, L-arginine, still good. Number 9, Betaine Anhydrous. Keeps your muscles hydrated and strong. Also might help fight the free radicals just a little bit to help reduce soreness. Some pros: boost strength and endurance for lifting. Cons: anything over 6 grams, potential for nausea and fishy odor. Best dose: 1.5 to 3 grams per serve. Myth to bust. Some think this is a major game changer. It's helpful, but its effects are subtle and they build over time. 2 left, up to number 10. Electrolytes. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, magnesium, they replace what you lose in sweat, keeping you hydrated and cramp free. Pros: better endurance, no cramps during sweaty workouts. Cons: too much sodium can raise blood pressure in some people. Best dose? Well, it varies. Sodium: 100 to 500 milligrams per serve, depending on workout intensity and sweat loss. Potassium: 50 to 200 milligrams per serve to support muscle contractions and balance sodium's effects based on fluid regulation. Magnesium: 10 to 100 milligrams per serve to aid in muscle relaxation and prevent cramps. Myth to bust: some people think electrolytes are only for marathon runners. Wrong! They are key for any intense, sweaty workout. Last but not least, we have Yohimbine. Some pre-workouts like to stack extra stimulants like Yohimbine for a mega energy hit and a potential fat burn. Some pros: increases energy and focus, and may help burn fat. Cons: can spike heart rate, blood pressure, or cause anxiety and nausea. Best dose: 1 to 3 milligrams. Myth to bust: some think Yohimbine is a safe caffeine alternative, but it's way more intense and risky, especially for heart issues. So that's the scoop on the pre-workout ingredients. Hopefully, we've cleared up some myths and some common misconceptions. Always check your pre-workout label for the dosages and ingredients. Skip those shady proprietary blends that hide the correct amounts. Start with half a scoop. Test how you feel, especially with the caffeine and Yohimbine. If you've got any questions about a specific pre-workout ingredient, drop them in the comments below. Smash that like button, click the bell, and subscribe for more fitness hacks. And let's keep those gains coming. Remember, this is all just science. Make good choices. I'm Chuggers, there's no others. Peace.